Hi there and welcome to this week's eClass. Now this week's eClass is all about one thing I sign off every single email, every single video I do. I sign it off with Live Now. What does it now stand for? Nutrients, oxygen and water. And this week's eClass is going to make sure that you're focusing on giving your body what it needs. And it's live nutrients. Food is just a shuttle system to be able to get those nutrients in the body. And it's so important that you develop a habit. This one is going to go beyond champions. Why? Because you're seeing athletes, professional athletes all over the world now having heart attacks and strokes and dying on the field. Because why? They may be fit, but they're not healthy. And it's so important that the foundation of your life is health. Health is your greatest wealth, and that is something that you need to invest in. Now, you invested in this eClass program because you wanted to take your life up to another level. You want consistent training from me. Every single one of my top clients, they all make sure that their body is getting live nutrients. So what we're going to do is, and you have different levels that you can decide what level is going to be right for you. Level number one is going to be the bare essentials. I'm going to go through all three, and then we're going to have a ritual of taking these nutrients, these live nutrients. Keep thinking nutrients, not food. If you just keep thinking food, 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 you could be one of these people that is overfed and undernourished. It is so important that you nourish your body, you nourish the cells in your body. Now, attached to this, I'll put another document so that you can read this other document to allow the information, the wisdom, to go down even deeper. Because it's so important that you start to think on the new blueprint. Because if you think on the old blueprint of life, then unfortunately you could end up like 2 out of every 3 people, and these are the latest stats, they're saying they're either going to get a heart disease, a cancer or a diabetes. And there's over 10,000 listed diseases now for you becoming ill. And there's one for the other side, health. So we want to make sure that you're living in the vibration of health, energy and vitality. So what have we got here? We've got your Feel Great multivitamin and minerals. Now this is going to keep you going through a busy lifestyle. It's going to keep you going throughout your day. So we've got the essential fatty acids complex. This is the good fats that are going to help to eat the bad fats. And then we've got the multi-protection antioxidants plus coenzyme Q10. This is going to protect your cells from the harmful free radicals, and that's what breaks the body down. It's what has you age too fast, and it what gives you the aches and the pains in the body. And the antioxidants is going to go around there, get that stuff and help to get it out your body. Now, our supplements, they're not the same as the other supplements on the market. The body recognizes all of these as real food, so that when you take them, there's an encoding on them. It's like information, it's on them. So the second you take it, bam, the body recognizes it real food and it knows where to deliver them around the body. With the bare essentials, have a look on the screen. You can see that these contain exactly the same as whole food. All the elements that whole foods contain are contained within these. The body recognizes them exactly the same as whole foods. They are not like the other supplements on the market, and we've proven these are 98% more effective. Now, these are the bare essentials. There's a link. Decide if you want to go for the bare essentials. If you want to go for the next level above that, to the supercharged essentials, it's these plus these 2 things. And we've got here Chlorella. Most people are living lives now where they're breaking down. Stress causes an acidic buildup within the human system, and we want to make sure that we're taking action, we're creating rituals that is allowing that stress, that acid, to be dissolved. Now, there's many things that we can do as we're going to go through all the other reclasses to help dissolve the stress. But one of the things that we need to be doing is we need to be alkalizing our blood. You heard the saying with batteries, what batteries last longer? Alkaline batteries. The more alkaline you get your body, the more power, the more strength, the more endurance, the more strength that you're going to have inside this body so that you can really keep going in life and you get to enjoy life at a high level without breaking down. Chlorella is the highest form of chlorophyll on the planet. Chlorella, and I'm going to put details on there so you can read more details about all of these nutrients. I'm just going to be going into the basics to make sure that you are taking the necessary action to give your body what it needs. Now, Chlorella is going to help to cleanse the blood. Chlorella is going to give you the B12 that your body needs. Chlorella is just going to serve you in so many ways. So please do read the document that I've attached to this so you really get all of the benefits. Now, as well as in the Supercharged Essentials, you get the probiotic, and this is probiotic power. This is the friendly bacteria which is essential for a healthy gut. You cannot be healthy unless you've got a healthy gut. And the ancients used to say that our second brain is in our gut. And one little stressful thought, any stress coming in from the outside, immediately you destroy all that friendly bacteria in the stomach. So what does that mean? Your body cannot absorb the nutrients from the foods that you're eating if you don't have enough friendly bacteria in your gut. Now, if you've been taking antibiotics and medication, immediately all of the friendly bacteria in the stomach, it just gets destroyed. So this stuff is essential to be taking every single day. Now, all you need to do with this is take a teaspoon, put it in some water, lukewarm water, stir it up. It works best when you take it before you go to sleep. If you forget, don't worry, take it in the day. But when you go to sleep, there's less stress on the body so that your body can absorb this and it can go to work and it can do its thing more effectively than any other time in the day. And you just take a spoonful of it, put it in some water, lukewarm water, stir it up, let it go, leave it for about 10 minutes, keep stirring it, keep it mixed up, and just before you go to sleep, just allow yourself to take that and know that when you're sleeping, this is going to work. This is allowing your stomach to get back in balance. This is putting all the friendly bacteria back in your stomach so that you get to give yourself an amazing gift while you're sleeping. And it's going to go down there and it's going to put all that friendly bacteria, all that goodness back in your stomach so that your stomach can work efficiently. If your stomach's not working efficiently, there's no way you can get anywhere near optimum health. So these ones here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the Supercharged Essentials. Now if you want to go one step beyond that to do what I do, we then go to the Supercharged Premium, and that introduces Superfoods. Why have we introduced Superfoods? One simple thing. Because even if you're eating a healthy diet, the foods that we have, they are only containing 5 to 20% of the nutrients to 100 years ago. And we found places around the world that can grow these superfoods where the soils haven't been destroyed, because you have to be taking supplements now. Why? Because the soils have been destroyed. Because the soils have been destroyed, the minerals aren't in the soils. The minerals then don't get in the foods that we're eating, devoid of minerals, so that the foods are just nowhere near as good as what they have been 100 years ago, even 20, 50 years ago. We are destroying the quality of our food, hence why we have to supplement. And that's why I made it commandment number 3, which is actually above food, because people are now eating foods that are actually destroying the body. They're not containing what the body needs. We've got the vitamins, the minerals, the essential fats, the antioxidants, the probiotic, the chlorella. Now we've got the superfoods. Now we use hemp, cold pressed hemp, as the base of our superfood, because hemp, the benefits of hemp, I could talk for hours about that. I mean, people are now building houses out of hemp. That's how powerful hemp is. So let's start with the alkaline protein. You've got in here cold pressed hemp protein, lucuma fruit, spirulina, wheatgrass, barleygrass, chlorella, all the good stuff that's going to help to alkalize the body. This going in water, shaking it up, drinking little bits of it throughout the day, just one scoop in there. You can put a scoop in your cereal in the morning, you can put it in your juices, you can put it in your smoothies, you can actually sprinkle it on food if you want. Other tips, you could take hummus, put a spoonful of it in the hummus, stir that up. Suddenly, you've now increased the nutritional value of that hummus by, I mean, what you get in here, this could be 200, 300, 400% more nutritional than eating food. Got to be thinking nutrients. How many live nutrients are in this? That's what you want to be thinking every time you take a piece of food and you put it in your mouth. So this I take throughout the day. Then we've got the recovery mix. Well, and by the way, if you're training and you go and train and you create acid in the body, this is the very thing that you want to get in your body immediately after you finish training. Why? Because your body would have created acid. That acid is going to break the body down. You want to make sure that you are doing things that help to neutralize the acid. That's what's going to allow you to become alkaline very, very quick. When your blood is around 7.4 alkaline, disease cannot live in that environment. Science can prove all of this now. So we want to make sure that you become alkaline with the recovery mix. This one, love this one. Why? Because it contains raw cacao. Raw cacao is phenomenal. And what we've got in here, we've got, again, the base, cold pressed hemp protein, raw cacao powder, lucuma fruit, ground bee pollen, coconut palm nectar, which is what we use to sweeten it up. And again, you just take a scoop of that. You can put it in a glass, you can shake it up, you can put it with nut milk or any other healthy milks. You can put this on your cereal in the morning, and it adds so much value to the foods that you're eating. So really decide what's going to be the right package for you. Now, what we've also created is an auto ship program, which means that 1, you get the products cheaper. 2, you save time, because now you don't have to go out and buy this stuff. You're saving time and you're saving money by deciding which of the auto ship programs is going to suit you. And they can either get delivered every single month to you, or they can get delivered every 3 months to you. And for you to be living at optimum levels, you have to be giving your body the nutrients it needs. The nutrients that are in here, they're no longer in the food supply anymore. So we need to go above what foods are commonly available for us. I don't go a day without taking this stuff, and if it ever does happen, like it recently happened when I got back from Mexico, I'd actually ran out when I got back because I'd left my stuff in Mexico. I literally went 3 days without this stuff, and it was like something had unplugged me in life, and I couldn't understand why. I just wasn't being as efficient as I usually am. And then someone said, Skip, you're not, where's your nutrients? And boom, it went off. I was so focused on what I was doing, I forgot to take the stuff because it wasn't in front of me. Please don't make the same mistake. Make sure you've got these every single day. It is so important to give yourself these live nutrients. I keep going on about it again and again and again. So what I'd like you to do is, when you get your nutrients, simply follow this little ritual. You're going to take one of the supplements out, and you're going to take a red, green and a blue in the morning and one in the evening. And you can take them with water, or you can just swallow them like I do. So what I'd like you to do is hold these in your hand, and don't just take them like you're just taking, I mean you can do, but what we found out is you can actually change the effect that you have on food. And what does that do? It changes how you can absorb that food as well. So I'd like you to do this just for 1 month, and after that you can just take them without even thinking about it, because then you've encoded it in your DNA. So when you're holding this stuff, just know that there is so much compressed goodness in this, and when you take them, you're giving your body the live nutrients. You're giving your body the power that nature has to offer, and it's going to fill you up with all the good stuff that your body needs. It needs nutrients above food. So simply take these, swallow them, knowing that every time you swallow this stuff, even the chlorella, I suggest taking the chlorella throughout the day. I also take the chlorella in the morning. I suggest waking up, having lemon water in the morning and adding the chlorella to that. Why? Because you're putting alkalinity in your body straight away. And just know that every time you take this stuff, your body's being nourished. You're giving your body a gift. You're not doing something on autopilot where you're just like a sheep and you're following the masses. You're now breaking out of that and you're going beyond how the average person lives. So just know that you're giving your body all the goodness that it needs. Okay, so we have added to our mix of supplements. I'm super excited about adding in the extra virgin fermented coconut oil. Now, you're probably aware of coconut oil and some of its advantages. Now, I haven't found anyone on the planet that ferments their coconut oil. Now, why do we ferment it? We put it through an 8-hour fermentation process to add the acidophilus into it. As it ferments, all this friendly bacteria goes into the coconut oil. You ingest it, and again, you're feeding the stomach all the good stuff, all the friendly bacteria that your gut needs so that it can work and it can serve you. And the beautiful thing with this, you can add this to cereals and it gives it that creamy texture. If you're putting stuff on bread like butter and margarine, things like that, this again is going to make it taste better, and it's also going to serve you and not clog you up. You can put it on your skin and moisturize the skin. You can put it on your hair. You can cook with it, fry with it. If you're cooking with any oils, you literally are poisoning the food, because the second you cook with an oil, you change the molecular structure and it becomes toxic. This stuff is the only stuff that I found that you can cook with that actually adds value to the food. And it's unbelievable. You put it on your skin, you're adding youthfulness to who you are. And not only that, it tastes unbelievable. You can add it to smoothies, you can add it to your juices. And by the way, when you're having a juice, if you have a spoonful of this or you add it to the juice, it actually helps to pull the nutrients out of the food and to get them into your bloodstream even more efficiently. This really is a miracle food. And the process that we put it through, ours goes through a wet, not a dry milled process. Again, all the other coconut oil that I found on the market, it goes through a different process. This is really going to add value to your skin, to your health. It's going to nourish the little cells in your body, and not only that, oh my God, the smell is unbelievable. And what you find is just by smelling it, you're going to be open to the magic that this has to offer. And it's not in the packages. You have to order this separately, but it is such a good investment to make sure that you're feeding your physical body what it needs. Anyway, I'm Skip. Live strong, live healthy, live long. Make sure you live now with the nutrients, oxygen and water. And for now, I'm out of here.